Shai B'Hashem Kakodash.
And double honor to the apostles and elders of New York, Connecticut. Peace and many salutations to y'all out that's toiling in this truth. All right, we're going to go ahead and dive right on to it. Anybody got that preaching that I had called for?
Yeah. This is Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
That's right. So the day your security, right? When you think everything's cool, guess what? The Most High's wrath is going to come upon you. Now we in downtown Dallas, you know, and it's the first day of spring, and as you can see, you know, as brothers can see, it's like you can't see on the camera. You know, there's more people out, right? People are enjoying the weather. People are tossing it up. You know what I'm saying? Parlaying. But it's gonna come to that time where you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to have a good time because you're not gonna be able to. Food is not gonna be readily available. Okay? Alright?
I guess
Things
that's
are about to go up substantially because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Alright? America is losing the war economically speaking on different fronts. And also the losing as far as the battleground, contrary to what the mainstream media is reporting. If you look at alternate news, it has more money for the war. Showing you that guess what? These resources that America has is being used up because of this war at an exponential rate. Go ahead, brother.
This is from APnews.com. It says Pentagon seeks $200 billion in additional funds for the Iran war.
That's right. So they petition for, you know, additional funding. Right now, you have TSA. I hope I'm saying that accurately.
Yeah, TSA.
TSA, they're totally shut down.
Right.
Oh, wow.
You know, you had these workers not getting paid.
Right.
Okay. To where, you know, certain airports are evacuating. People are have to wait for 3 hours just to hopefully get a flight that's not happening. You got these TSA workers, they go into food pantries to get food. Okay? Which what is TSA a part of? TSA is a part of basically homeland security. Okay? So things are heating up to where it's very possible that it could be a tea attack here.
Yep.
Go ahead,
So just to back you up, it says this AI overview, due to severe staffing shortage during March 2026, the DHS shut down. Some airports are experiencing hours-long security lines, advising passengers to arrive significantly earlier than usual, while standard advised 3 hours early. Some reports indicates up to 4 to 5, and some extremes suggest having included arriving a day early.
Right, so you're talking about a whole day early just to hopefully get home. So you got all these people that was in Houston, that flew out to Houston, you know what I'm saying, to toss up. A lot of those people that flew out there, they're still there. They came out here for folly and decadence, and now they're suffering for it. So now it's very important that we are measuring the time diligently in itself.
That's right.
Right now it's not a time of folly. Right now it's not a time of decadence. It's time to take yourself seriously. But the majority of you people, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you don't take yourself seriously. Neither your God. So guess what? He's not going to take you seriously in your day of distress.
Right.
Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15, verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with a plague and punishment that the Most High, Yahweh shall bring upon it. Because if you look into Exodus, there was multiple plagues that happened before, the actual deliverance of the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. there's multiple plagues, you know, that happened back to back that basically destroyed the strongest
My bag on
economy
it. But he
at
got
that
hold
time. All right, verse 13. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn." All right, going into food shortages. Right? It says, "For their seed shall fail."
They gonna park those real soon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. It says, verse 13, 2 Ezra 15 and 13, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation." All right? So again, that's food supply getting affected, man, in the last time. So it's only gonna get worse. Okay?
Oh, no, you gotta go.
Can we get 2 Ezra 16 and verse 19? Get straight to the point. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment."
That's right. So all these things that you see happening that's coming to the earth, right, is for amendment, it's for correction. So-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans have lived deliciously here in Babylon the Great, in decadence also. So guess what? Because of your insolence, because of your disobedience, guess what? The Most High is going to send plagues upon you, man.
Yep.
Okay? It's like them two nasty niggas that just walked by.
Two rug rats looking motherfucker.
Sodomites.
Yep. Yeah, keep going.
All right, verse 2 Ezra 16 and 20. "But for all these things, they shall not turn."
Paycheck is not stretching as much as it used to. You know what I'm saying? Don't have kids. Oh my goodness. Seem like you know, every week is another bill to pay. You literally living to pay bills.
Yep.
Another bill. Another person hit you up, say, "Hey, when you gonna pay us, man?"
Man.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, that ran out to Caesar some real shit.
Yep. Rent is going up. The average person can't live in a 2-bedroom by themselves. Then you got people out here saying that they're independent. You can't even afford a nice 1-bedroom anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You know? Things are getting worse and worse. Yet people aren't considering that this is the will. Okay, damn, this is the will of the Heavenly Father. Hey, Haggai, the first chapter. Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
All right, this is Haggai chapter 1 in verse 5. It says, "Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink."
So you got people out there working 40+ hours just to make ends meet, and it's not enough. It's not enough, right? This whole hustle culture,
Right.
right? Consumerism culture is dead.
Right.
Consumerism is dead. Being able to buy what you want and go here and you know, we're going on vacay and stuff. That shit is over with, bro.
Right.
That shit done.
We're in a recession. We're entering a global recession.
Right.
Yep.
And anytime that there was war, the only people that profited off of that was the elite banking families and the rich, specifically, you know,
Exactly.
the elite banking families, but the rich in general, like for example during COVID. No, well, you know, Salak, I said, you know, during the
Shit, it's
CVID.
free-for-all now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
During 2020, what was the companies that was growing the most? Amazon, you know, Tesla, you know what I mean? The companies that was already big continued to grow bigger, and they sucked the wealth from the lower class, right?
That shit's so old.
Right. That's how it's always been.
That's right. The lobbyists.
Get that bitch
Because
out.
a lot of these
That time come.
various leaders like Trump, let's say, for instance. He's in the pocket of the small head Zionists. Right? His political campaign was basically funded by them. Guys like him, Bibi, right? Benjamin Netanyahu. They all funded, you know what I'm saying? Basically his candidacy, right? Also Mark Rubio, and a lot. And if you dive deep into what they do, a lot of them manufacture certain plots to manipulate these leaders to think a certain way. Case in point, look what they did to. If you go back and see and really do research on the whole supposed assassination attempts by these left wingers. Who did Benjamin Netanyahu say they was responsible? Iran. So they actually groomed this guy to think a certain way to induce him to pull the trigger on war. Right. That's what they do. They manufacture certain plots. Okay?
Yep.
Right? For what? For their benefit. Okay? And meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? They doing all these wicked things on their beds. You know, that's what, Micah the 2nd chapter? They're doing all these elaborate and intricate plots. And you just trying to make ends meet. You ain't thinking about that. The average person here, let me ask a conspiracy theory. I'm trying to get this paper.
Yep. Right.
I'm trying to grind. And the grinding is ceases.
That's right.
You can work hard. Working hard doesn't equate to more money.
Nope.
Working hard doesn't equate to security. What's going to secure you spiritually is understanding the will of the Heavenly Father, yet our people don't consider. Finish that.
Continuing on, Haggai 1:6, it says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes."
That's right. So you earn the wages to basically throw it away. It's a term called debt slaves. That's what the average person is. The average person, has accumulated a substantial amount of debt, whether it be a mortgage, whether it be a car payment, okay, whether it be student loans, whether it be credit card payments, and all these things that keep people having to work, having to grind. And who's benefiting? These corporations, Esau Edom, man, the Zionists, the small heads, the Talmudic followers. Okay?
Yep.
And within that, guess what? He's going to cut off your way to make money.
Right.
Yep.
Via what? Economic crash, and also AI. To put a what? To put a strand on you, to make you basically go into a certain path. This is another example of a manufactured plot. It's going to make you bow down to take that MOTV.
Say that what we just read in Haggai 1, all that is basically saying that you're going to be uncomfortable. Yeah, you can't be comfortable whatever your life is and how you live your life is not going to be comfortable. He's setting it up because you're going to ask for help. People are stressed out, uncomfortable, can't see the things that they need because the things that you want now you can't really receive now. Now he's affecting your necessity. Right. And when you affect your necessities, what? You need help. You're going to ask for help, and they're going to, like Quan just said, they're going to guide you through this particular path. And that's what that's the mind trick they always set up on, Jay. He set you up to make you say, okay, now I'm struggling, what can I do? He said, I got an option, I got a solution for it. And ultimately that will lead up to the MOT to the beat.
Because Esau set it up to where he want people to depend upon him. It's all good in the beginning. Yeah, give you all this. He got your ass hooked. Now the switching bait is coming. You gonna want to get that damn chip now.
That's right.
Because you've been depending on the devil for so long. You're not gonna know which way to turn because you haven't been sowing nothing in the spirit.
That's right. That's why it's so important now to consider your ways. Because the life that you're living right now is going to substantially change in a matter of months, brothers.
Yep.
In a matter of months. I would dare say less than that. Yeah. I would dare say less than that. The Strait of Hormuz is continually closed. America has about, I got this stat from Jay Reed. He said there's about 400 million gallons of oil reserved. But America burns, utilizes about 20 million a day. So how much is that gonna leave us? About, what, 20 days?
That's it.
Until some serious decisions are gonna have to be made.
Yeah. And it's affecting Babylon the Great's so-called allies. You could argue even more so than America.
Yep.
And that's how it's going to affect America because its allies are going to ultimately turn on it.
That's
because, for example, natural gas, there's a difference between natural gas and crude oil. Okay, so America has, basically they say is the largest, natural gas producer. Okay, so that's a form of energy. Okay, but America doesn't run on propane. Okay, it runs on petroleum.
Right.
You know? And so obviously, and other markets like Japan, for example, are heavily affected. Okay, and South Korea, heavily affected. So those democratic, India, a lot of those, like so-called allies of Babylon the Great over there in the Middle East and in East Asia area are getting jacked up. That's why you had the, newly elected prime minister, she was a woman, in the Oval Office yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw that. And Trump made that ill-tasted remark of saying, because he got asked, he got asked by a Japanese reporter, why didn't you guys let us know that y'all were gonna bomb Iran? And Trump, this nigga said, well, why didn't you guys tell me about Pearl Harbor?
Oh, wow.
He did.
Biggest idiot on the planet.
And in front of, literally, the prime minister of Japan is right next to her. All she could do was nervous laugh because it's like,
You can see it though. You can see it in her face.
Like damn, nigga.
Trump is dumb as fuck. He
Hey,
dumb, bro.
Meanwhile, you got Japan making steps to buy oil from Iran, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, with Russia locking up, just to add on with Russia. So basically, Trump, has recently contacted Putin and was like, all right, we're gonna take off certain sanctions to allow oil to flow through you guys. You know what I mean? Just to kind of help the allies a little bit. You know what I mean? Because blocking the Strait of Hormuz, that's locking up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to Russia with it. Like, look, you know what I mean? But ultimately, the global economy is slowing down. It's slowing down majorly.
Yeah. If I wanted to make a quick point, because as far as Strait of Hormuz, right? It's got to the point to where it's going to affect the petrodollars. Right? It's going to take away from that because Iran, they're only allowing certain people to go through, and then on top of that, in order to get the oil, they can't use dollars anymore.
Yep.
So that's taking the petrodollar, which is really putting America in a bad predicament.
No, beautiful point. Because I was watching Professor, not Jane, but the one that's actually in Iran, Morandi.
Yeah, the Iranian dude.
Yeah, Morandi. And he was saying, basically, the Strait of Hormuz would not be ran on the petrodollar anymore. So this is going to cause some serious repercussions for America. America's is being forced to do what? To go to war.
Yep.
And it's like you're announcing sending people over there to Iran. It's like, bro, you giving them opportunity to gain intel. You know that Russia's giving Iran intel.
Yep.
You know that China is giving Iran intel. So it's like you sending those people over there to get slaughtered, bro.
Yep.
And the number of people that's getting killed you know, from U.S. soldiers, it's going to be so much that they're not going to be able to hide it, bro. You know, you got these, you got these soldiers over here, man. They're not gun ho about nationalism. They're trying to get paid so they can go to school, maybe.
Yep.
Get that charger. They're not thinking about, man, I'm gonna die for my country. They're not thinking about that. You got motherfuckers, bitches in the bathroom screaming, having panic attacks, talking about crying, having panic attacks on TikTok about, I ain't know it's gonna be like this.
Yep.
Hey, bitch, what you didn't think that was a possibility?
All right, take this out.
Yeah. Weave getting all old and shit crying.
Yeah. Yeah, you got weave in the Middle East.
Yeah, weave in the Middle East. You lost your damn mind. So Jake need to consider this, bro.
That's right.
But you know what though? Hey, 2/3, not for nothing, 2/3 of our people, they're not gonna consider it.
Right.
They're gonna be X'd out. Woo. They're gonna be X'd out, and it's not gonna be nothing nice, brothers. It's not gonna be nothing nice. So get your mind together. Because the said prayers that's to come on the face of earth, it's not gonna be PG, bro. It's not gonna be PG, brother. You got something?
Oh yeah, real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13 and verse 11. It says, "And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease."
That's right. And this place is polluted with arrogance, bro.
Yep.
The average person is very narcissistic. These women, oh my goodness.
Can't even say nothing to them.
You can't even say that. Hey, it's to the point now
Even
to,
fat bitches,
to
you
where if you in a path of a woman, she'll walk through you.
Yeah.
She won't say excuse me or anything, especially these hoes up here in Dallas.
I'm gonna bump the shot them bitches. Be prepared to walk
Yep,
past
hey,
bomb. Bump the shot
I
them
done broke a
motherfuckers.
shoulder at QT.
You got me fucked up. Get your ass out the way, bitch.
Pull my pants up and everything. No, I'm playing. Don't do that shit.
Oh shit.
It's a little jokey joke. Don't do that shit. Yeah. The world like see, yeah. You know? That shit puts it, hey, you always showed us about to come down a little bit, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to deflate a little bit, bro. I have visions sometimes of a flock of women outside of QT just beg for help.
Yep.
And, hey, 300,000 women have been black, so-called black women have been taken out of the workforce.
Man.
Furloughed, laid off. And you got women out there that have been put over 100 applications, they can't find a gig.
Boy, they put in a lot of apps.
These
Yep.
are not women that got, these women are saying they got master degrees.
Yeah.
Different things.
Yep.
Yeah. Hurt. But that pride is still there because they think that, guess what, they know it better.
Yeah.
They can feed themselves, they have a little money reserve. They might have a little trick. That shit puts to come to an end, bro. Yeah, that shit over. Hey, women ain't getting taken out on dates anymore.
Oh, hell, shit. Eating out.
They on YouTube and Facebook and any app complaining about that for a reason. Where the man at?
Shit, at
Ain't
home.
going to the club no more, man.
Nope.
Go to the club for what?
Right.
She goes to
To buy a drink that's overpriced, and to buy a bitch a drink that just to be like have a conversation that you got a chance and then she walk out.
hell no.
Yeah, men feelings. You ain't let me feelings.
You got to get your own.
Yeah. Right.
Now it's like, no, bitch, I ain't.
He said, Miss
You're the same woman that said cheesecake factory ain't enough.
Right.
Yeah, you just got a list of what
The man.
of what is acceptable for a first date.
Yeah.
And now, the bitch finna be eating cheese sandwiches.
Yep.
Now, how about that?
Yep.
From Cheesecake Factory to grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yep. Yep. You gotta get some pimento cheese, baby.
That shit good, motherfucker. Gotta be fucked up.
Potatoes on that bitch.
Yeah. Grilled pimento cheese.
Boy, that, what?
A lot of you hoes gonna be putting your, yeah, this is my struggle meal
Yeah.
on TikTok. This is my struggle meal.
I guess I got to do it.
That shit ain't cute forever, man.
I have one celery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bologna, but I grilled it. Everybody knows you gotta grill it. It ain't going down like that, baby. Yeah. It ain't going down like that, man. Your pride's supposed to be taken down, man. Go ahead, Doc.
That's right. Isaiah, continue on, Isaiah 13, in the middle of verse 11, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Yeah, so, because the thing is, the terrible, we already know that the self-proclaimed white man is the devil. Okay, but who's the one that goes right along the serpent? Right. The self-proclaimed, or excuse me, the so-called black man. All right? And, the Latina and Native American women too, but chiefly the end of, man. Right. Okay, she the ones that she controls. Right. And just like when you read Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, leading up to the 4th chapter, they talk about how the haughtiness of the daughters of Zion, speaking about chiefly Judah. That's why, the southern kingdom women, they don't have that hair. They don't have that real hair. That shit's all fucked up. Okay? But when you look at a Latina, when you look at a northern kingdom woman, they still got the hair. You see? But somehow the so-called black woman still finds a way to be the proudest woman on the planet. Right? Even though you're utterly destroyed.
Fucking wild, like this demon.
All right, verse 12, here's the point. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Right? So it's gonna go from I don't need a man to, oh man, okay, you got X amount of side pieces, you got an X amount of women, okay, I want to be number 15, number however many. And the thing is, we're gonna be getting we're gonna be having the liberty to pick who we want to deal with and who we don't.
That's right.
Okay, so it's gonna be, because what's the scripture saying, Jeremiah? I'll create a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Right now, the woman is over a man right now in this society, in this upside down, backward society. All right, but it's gonna be flipped back, like the scripture
right
says,
side
surely,
up.
Right.
Yep.
Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. The Lord gonna mash that shit up, all right, and put it right back, right side up, man.
You're gonna be a negative 15.
Right.
We're gonna be plus 15.
Yeah, and you're gonna you're gonna be getting turned down.
Yep, a lot of you gonna get turned down because the demons gonna be boiled up on you. Yep. You gonna try to act humble, but that bullshit gonna spill out. That bone gonna spit out when you talk.
That's right.
Sirach 26 and just real quick 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, your layman turns a bitch.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
That's why that's why a lot of these women they get caught out of their name because they're disgusting human beings.
Right. Well, they call themselves bad bitch.
Right.
Call each other
Yeah.
bitches. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Bitch.
Y'all call each other a bunch of dogs.
Yeah.
Right. A pack of dogs.
Pack of dogs, hyenas.
Man, you had mentioned that about you talking about that rodeo in Houston.
That shit was
bro.
whack.
I've been seeing so many fucking videos of how people talking about how black women that they just so fucking disgusted with the so-called nigger woman, man, on how they was fucking dressing down there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's a family event. People,
You good?
like when you go to when you go to the rodeo, you bring your family to the rodeo, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You bring your family to the rodeo. It's it's a family event.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think, oh, you gotta have boots. You can wear boots, but a lot of people come there with this sneaker, layman clothes, bro. You know, it's just a time you come together and and it's really part of American culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake was called cowboys versus white men were called cowmen.
Yep.
But a substantial amount of cowboys, the cowboys were black and they were doing the grunt work.
Right.
Yep.
They were getting the cattle and okay, hey boy, go take this cow over here. Migrate them over here. You know what I'm saying? Before you had trucks and stuff, that's how you would get the cattle to go to certain places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Jake, still
started it.
a lot about the land and things of that nature.
That's right.
And with that ability, guess what? Jake was able to make themselves substantially rich. Now you got Esau Edom come in and burn down a lot of them cities, but Jake know how to fend for themselves, bro. So that tradition was kept on. You still got brothers from Houston that actually do traditional cattle runs. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun, but people done got a hold of Texas. Texas is a new wave now. And so bitches gonna come down here, you know what I'm saying, with a fucking thong on with some cowboy boots.
Lingerie.
Yeah, I seen this. Yeah.
You're just walking around basically lingerie.
Ass naked. It's like there's no sense of decorum. Right?
Get sick of seeing
No
that
sense
shit.
of fashion. No sense of
That shit ain't.
it's dead, bro.
What they call those tennis skirts? Now they wear the tennis skirts above their ass. I was thinking like you got to think how disgusting that could be because you going sitting in public seats and you sitting bare ass on it.
And you taking shits in the bathroom. You got shit crumbs all in your ass and shit.
It's real.
Man.
That don't make any damn sense.
They don't give a damn.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
As long as they can look like the women like going outside. I've heard it from. They like going outside dressed like a slut.
Yes,
they
sir.
like that shit. Getting the attention from men and all that.
Yep. Now everybody. I mean, it's just like, man, you go outside and just bellies and booties be everywhere, man.
Don't even be ashamed.
Belly out.
Belly
Just,
out.
you know, like, I don't want to see this shit, man. Like my kids, dog. I got kids out here.
Man, bro. That's right.
It's taking light everywhere. Just like, God damn, man.
You say bust.
You know?
Belly to, what do you say?
Belly to booty.
Belly. What you say? Belly to booties.
Belly and booties, man. Serious, bro.
No, you right. Yeah.
You just got a beer belly with a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Sick of
Tank
seeing
top
it.
on. Like, come on, man. Go ahead, dog. Hey, so because of that, guess what? The Most High's gonna tear your ass down, man. Hey, right now you can go to McDonald's and get something to eat. You can go to Weed Bucket. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's expensive as hell nowadays, right? You go to all these places. Niggas still playing this shit.
I just saw somewhere they were saying over 1,000 fast food restaurants are closing this week. Over 1,000. And like hundreds of this. I think Wendy's it was like over 100 or so. A lot of like known fast food restaurants. And they said added up it was over 1,000. So that lets you know now you're gonna try to make these runs, you'll see close down buildings.
Yep.
It's basically the jobs that don't require a high level of specialization. They're just basically using AI to do your, like your normal, regular, low critical thinking job.
Oh, shit.
They got a real
One of the bitches on that bus right there.
You know?
I bet you the wig.
There's a big push for AI. But the thing about it is, with AI it still needs funding in order for you to
That's right.
get these things established. This is going to hurt. The whole Strait of Hormuz situation is going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? The advancement of AI. Because basically, we're in what we're seeing is a global race of who's going to control it. And America shot itself in the fucking foot.
It's over.
Okay? This is going to have serious repercussions for the everyday layman.
So what's that?
Right.
Zephaniah 1. Let me
You're
get
not going to be able to rarely feed yourself and go where you want to and buy. People have to make serious decisions. This can of sardines or a bag of weed,
That's right.
that's coming to the face of the earth.
Gas or groceries.
Grass or groceries. Pay your utilities or feed yourself. That's coming to the face of the earth. A lot of people, they're not considering them, right? Right? People don't start considering when they can't eat. Go ahead,
Yep, this is continuing on, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth.
Hey, can we look at that word victuals? Just for edification on the camera.
Yep. All right, can I get a Gina too? Yep, I'll just read the verse.
You want to read the verse? Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
the whole verse. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Right, so a very elementary or rudimentary definition that would be food.
Yep.
Food supplies. You got it, brother?
Just, overview. It says victual refers to food supplies or provision, typically prepared for human consumption. It says the origin and history roots. The word traces back to Latin victus, livelihood, sustenance.
So livelihood and substance. So right now, food is readily available because of the strength of the American dollar. We basically grew up in the world of consumerism. Consumerism is dying before your eyes, and it's the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, because a part of judgment is famine. Okay, so read that again with that definition.
Con. It says, 2nd Ezra 16 and 21, behold, victuals, also food supplies or provisions, shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
That's right. So people think that they're in good case, right? Because you can eat at any time of the day.
Yep.
That's coming to naught. Okay?
Yep. Yeah, this is Romans chapter 13 and verses 13 and 14. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So all of these preppers, see, we're spiritual preppers, man. All right, we're storing up our treasures in heaven, making provision for the flesh, thinking that, basically your riches are going to be able to save you.
Right.
You know, James the 5th chapter talk about that. Go to now, you rich men. All right, basically your riches are cankered. You know, meaning anything that you try to save up here and lean on, all right, over the Lord is going to be taken against you and taken from you and used against you. Okay, because we just went into that word victuals, meaning provision. What the scriptures say, make no provision for the flesh. Right. Okay, to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, all we got to do is focus on, getting our daily bread. All right, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he gonna, provide the rest, man. Okay.
Yeah. To go along with that, 2nd Ezra 16. This is 2nd Ezra 6, chapter 6, and verse 22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right, just going into your point, man. Like eventually it's gonna get to a point to where it ain't gonna be food left or much food left. Right? They already shrinking the sizes and you paying more for it.
Yep.
Right? And it's gonna continue to increase, and especially since we're going into the Strait of Hormuz situation, how it's attacking the petrodollar. Damn, a lot of shit's finna skyrocket.
Yeah.
Right? I was listening to the video to Professor G. Yang. It could get to the point to where when your gas was just like $2 overnight, if that petrodollar was like just damn near taken out of the way, it could jump up to like $8 or $10 overnight. Right? So how much more of the rest of the food?
Yeah.
Right? So it's gonna get to a point to where you living lavish, you chilling, thinking everything's sweet. Right? You're gonna get a hard, dose of reality. Right? Like, oh man, this shit ain't as sweet as I thought. Oh shit, I can't just go to the store. Hell, I ain't even got money to get the gas.
Can't get your nails and feet, your hair, little things like that. Go back in history, because I had a client look at something, he was like, damn, go back in history and look at the Weimar Republic and watch what happened during that time. A loaf of bread was down to like $1 million. Like people was bringing barrels of money and burning to keep themselves warm because hyperinflation kicked in. They turned on the money printing machine. Same thing happened now, they're still printing money. When the shit hyperinflation, like you said, overnight, that shit was back in the Weimar Republic, they wake up today it was at 10 cents. The next day they're $5, just that quick. So the shit is all, go back and study history, man.
Because
you got it.
Right now, the only thing is backing up this money is the fact that you have to pay oil to get it. You have to use like cash to do it. With what Iran is doing, changing that like, oh no, you ain't gonna use American dollar. I forgot what other money it was using, but it's not gonna be American dollar.
Yuan Iguana or Rupal or some shit.
Gosh, like yeah. So with the fact that I'm simply changing that, right? It's a lot of shit finna change, man. You gonna see it in the stores. Man.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Something that used to be $2 finna jump up to damn near $10, depending on how bad it is. You know? Can I get something for you?
Shrinkflation.
Uh-oh.
Shrinkflation
That's what you said.
is the reduction in the size or weight of retail products, especially items of packaged food, with no corresponding reduction in the retail price.
Exactly. That's what you have to look at
me for, though.
Yeah, exactly. Paying more for less. Shit gonna be. Yeah, I remember. They did that some time ago with cereal, for example. Cereal box out used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot smaller. The price might be the same, but it's a lot smaller.
Like a box of
but
grits.
Now it's gonna get to the point. It's gonna get even smaller, and the price gonna go up.
That's right.
So like a lot of people finna be being straight for real. A lot of people finna be like, damn, like what the fuck is going on?
It'd be like that.
Right, like I said, a dose of reality is gonna hit people in the face. It's already right now, even now, it's already to the point. Yeah, a lot of people not walking around with full grocery carts anymore. Right, if you get a couple of things, man, you already damn near $100.
Shit, real shit.
So it's like, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna be tough for a lot of y'all that don't serve your how about your own shop.
I got that. You got something going on?
You got something good?
Yeah. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. But when you go into that word, I pulled it up. When you go into that word, penny, it goes to back to the Roman word denarius. I think I'm saying that right. But it says the word penny comes from the denarius, a full day's wage in the ancient Roman world. A measure in Greek is konos. It's about one person's daily food ration, meaning a whole day's work only buys just enough wheat for one person. That is extremely expensive compared to normal times. 3 measures of barley for a penny. Barley was a cheaper, lower quality food, often animal food. Often animal feed or food for poor people.
Yeah,
It says
ramen noodles.
right.
Say for example, you get ramen noodles gonna be $10 a pack.
Right. Right now,
Back in the day, it was what? Go ahead.
shit, now you
99
get them like 10 cents a bag. You get 10 for a fucking $1. You know? It's like, yeah.
No, go ahead, bro.
But it says 3 measures of barley for a penny. Barley was a cheaper, lower quality food, often animal feed or food for poor people, meaning you can get a little more barley for the same wage, but it's inferior food, suggesting people are downgrading just to survive.
Yep.
Boy.
That's what we about to see. All right. So right now, people think they're a good case, but guess what? Things are about to change. You still got that to say?
Yeah, come. Okay. Yeah. Read that, please. All right. All right. I just read verse 21. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. In verse 22, it says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy."
So we see 2 things ruling. We see war ruling, and we see what?
Famine.
Famine ruling.
Man-made. Famine. This is a revelation.
So, you know, it's worse
Hold on.
to die from famine than it is a sword, alluding to what Leviticus, the 4th chapter. You know? Because again, the repercussions of this war is more than this oil getting more expensive.
Right.
The supply chain is being dismantled before your eyes. Also, a huge component of the Straight Ahead Blues, item that comes out of there is fertilizer.
That's right.
The amount of crop that it usually does, man, making that more expensive, right? Also, you know, it's already putting a strain, more expensive fertilizer, put a strain on these farmers. A lot of these farmers, they're already living, you know, check to check. Some of them are offering themselves because they can't afford their farm anymore, man. Okay.
Yeah, you got something?
You got some.
Well, I do it again too, and I'll pull this up. It says approximately 50% to over 60% of synthetic nitrogen and phosphate fertilizer applied globally is not taken up by crops and become waste, leaking into the environment. You got to find it again because numbers could be
where's
up.
that at? Does it talk about where?
Or World One data, something like that.
Like what country?
They didn't say. Well, it's globally. It's just
Oh, okay.
globally. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's obviously affecting the ecosystem. All right. But another topic on the fertilizer is the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz. It says by Iran has significantly disrupted global fertilizer trade, as about 1/3 of the world's fertilizer passes through
That's right.
this critical choke point. All right, it says this has led to soaring fertilizer prices and raised concerns about potential food shortages.
See that? So food
Yeah.
shortages
That's it.
are around the corner. Okay,
Right.
say for instance, they open up the Strait of Hormuz. You gotta think, bro.
Just reading about that.
This supply chain has been backed up.
It's not
It
being
won't just be
it's
readily
not
just
being
back
going
on
through the spread.
point.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
remove that shit.
It's not gonna be just barely back on point.
Yeah.
Hey, how long
My
has
phone been
has
acting
been
up.
closed? About like 12
Do the
days now?
spread, nigga.
Hey, bro, it get to a month. Shit gonna get shaky out here, bro. It's not a game, brother.
Nope.
Look what happened in 12 days. In 12 days, like the brother said. You know, we're gonna see that trickle down effect in the grocery
6-7%.
store
Man.
real soon.
Yeah, ain't no more getting them goddamn wings, man.
Right.
Like we were like that ChatGPT said, that shit it's gonna go from you. People gonna start choosing less inferior food. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna, man, fuck it, man. Give me that Bill Gates.
Bill
Gates
Gates.
shit.
Hey, before I get the Vienna sausages and
Right.
shit.
Shit, nigga ain't gonna be able to afford that.
That spam.
That's real. That's gonna be real
That's
meat.
regular meat.
Niggas gonna have to get some
Tofu.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, and it makes sense why they was pushing veganism so much.
man, bro.
Right. They setting it up. That Beyond Meat shit.
Yep, they was setting it up, and guess what? People gonna clean on to that, man. It's less expensive to not eat meat versus eat meat. Bro.
Yes. Just look what Jake did. Just look what Jake did during the time of slavery. How Esau would throw Jake the intestines and bullshit.
Yeah.
Jake would make shit happen. Jake
Yep.
would cook goddamn dishes that now people pay, you know what I'm saying, money for to go eat at. So what do you think niggas gonna do with this goddamn Bill Gates? Niggas gonna find a way to make that shit mimic
shit work.
something. Yeah, niggas gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, or Jake just, I have found some on YouTube how Jake was survivor during slavery. They'd cook a lot of beans. They'll make the bone broth.
Yeah.
They get the potatoes out the ground. They'll turn, they call it mush. That was like cornmeal in hot water. And they kept stirring that shit until it became grits.
Damn.
Jake, yeah, bro. Jake survived off beans for like weeks.
Right.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
used to have they say lobster and all these things. That was like bottom feeders. You didn't have the slave owners and these rich, these Edomite eating food back in slavery time. We eat it now. It's a delicacy now to have lobster and things like that. You know. So now we're gonna see these things gonna get real expensive. And Jake got to basically downgrade a lot of things. Like I said, we're gonna be working for a whole day just to feed one person. You got a family of 4 or 5. That's gonna be hell.
Right.
I got something on the meat. We're dealing with the fertilizer. It says what happens if fertilizer supply drops. I'm just gonna come down. It says crops grow smaller and weaker. It says yields drop significantly, sometimes 20 to 50% depending on the crop. Food and prices rise fast. Lower supply of crops mean higher prices of grain like wheat, corn, and oil. Higher cost of meat because animals eat grain.
Yep. Hey, so this is gonna be a heavy trickle down effect, bro. Things about to get real serious, brothers. It's already been serious. But I'm talking about boot camp is over. We about to be in the game,
Yeah. That's right.
right? Like
6 and
we
8.
about to be in it.
Right.
We're not gonna be just reporting. Oh, look at this! Look what's going on over there. No, it's gonna be happening over here.
So we called each other like, bro, you got, yep.
You know. Hey, in times of famine, what did the church have to do? The church had to
Time
come
on the
together.
solid. Hey,
Right.
Then the time of Acts,
Jake eating other belts and shit.
Ananias and Sapphira,
Damn.
right? That whole situation,
Yep.
right? But a chapter before that, I believe it's in 6. You had Jake, hey, they was selling their houses and they was like, look, we gonna do this for the church. They was zealous about it, bro. That's why it's important to get around the brothers now so you can have that fervent love for one another, man. Being in that lone wolf spirit, man, you know, it's good to be self-sufficient. That you have faith, you know, individually speaking. But really, in order for you to, you know, carry out the law, statutes, and commandments, you have to do it with other people.
For example, like the Passover. You know what I mean? Like it would be for your household. You would take the goat, bring it in your house. You know what I mean? Keep it in your house for a certain period of days, or the lamb, whether it was a goat or a lamb, either one. You know?
Yep.
That's just how it was done back then.
Yeah, but what if you couldn't afford one?
Yep.
You have to go to your neighbor.
Your neighbor. Yep.
Exactly. I got a precept.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right. This is
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is Jeremiah 14 in verse 11. It says, then said Yahweh Shem Yahushai unto me, pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry.
Right. So Most High is going to make a mandatory fast on the face of the earth. Woo! Mandatory.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
These big backs need to decrease.
Yeah. Those gonna lose. You ain't gonna need no Ozempic. Ozempic gonna go out of business. Okay.
Real.
Wow. Man, that's scary.
You said don't pray for these people because it's like, why would you? These people are the same people that want this society to keep running.
Right.
Keep going. Right. They praying for, you know, America. Man, I hope America bounce back.
Yeah.
I hope they in the spirit of Esau, but Psalm 49:11. And man, they in the spirit of thinking this place for to continue on. So they're like, shit, hey, Lord, pay, make something happen.
Yeah.
But it's happened here, like for it's good type deal.
Yeah.
So why would Lord? Why would you pray for these people? You praying for, you know, to stay here longer?
Yeah. Right. He praying for a nigga that voted for Trump, blacks for Trump. He wearing a MAGA hat, you know, 2017 Kanye West style nigga, and you know he's supposedly supposed to get it.
Right.
Get out of here, man.
Yeah. or even if you on the south side, you know, you go to one of them goddamn pastors, you know, they got Black Lives Matter posted on the damn wall.
Right.
At the end of the day, this nigga he praying hard as hell for the nation too.
Yep, absolutely.
He praying for it to keep going.
Yep.
That's why you.
Speaking babble.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Kundalini.
Yeah.
Because you giving Jake the truth, but they spiritually resistant unto it. They can hear it, but they can't perceive it. Well, Isaiah 6:10, made their ears fat. That's Jake, man.
Yep.
Jake is spiritually resistant to the truth. Yeah, you gonna be on the grill.
It says global food shortages back in this is
Cut the thumb, grill that shit.
It says if closures last long enough, developing countries could face real food shortages. Wealthier countries like the U.S. would still have food, but at much higher prices.
Much food is going to be available, but it's going to be at much higher prices.
Yeah.
So the Most High is going to deal to decades, man.
Yeah. Kind.
Right?
Blind
Hey, a lot of you are northern tribes, so-called Latinos, you gonna get your bitch ass judged, man.
Totally.
For your racism against the southern tribe, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sit here and you emulate everything the southern tribe does, man. That same
That's
asshole.
the spirit.
The same asshole will come he'll come and see us sagging,
That's something.
right? With all the gear that Judah has on, mugging us, looking us up and down. You get your ass judged, man. Because a lot of you guys know that you're Israelites.
Yeah.
You've heard it before,
Yep.
but you refuse to come out here because Judah's a head tribe. You have a problem with Judah.
Scripture said, "Since Judah gonna be raised up first in Zechariah."
Hey, without them being raised up, you wouldn't know who you are.
Man, right.
Yep.
But a lot of you guys, you're in the luxury of your home. Hey, you're doing Latino only Israelites sit downs. You got a problem with your brother. You got a problem with your brother, and you an Israelite. So you will get judged. You will get judged.
Right.
That's right.
Chance, you got some more? No, bro, you got it.
Come on. This Second Esdras chapter 15 in verse 19 in the GNT says, driven by famine and terrible suffering, people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions. That's the time that we coming into, like brothers are going into. Everything that's happening in the East right now is going to affect the whole earth, and especially Babylon the Great, man. You see, because these people have been over here living without care, man. This is a land of like I say, unwalled villages. You see, this is the land that dwelleth without care. Going back onto how these women walking around, man. Here it is, a bitch walking around like the brother said earlier with no fucking lingerie on. Walk down the street, and nothing happens to her.
Yeah.
That lets you know how you know what I'm saying. This no care.
How safe.
And the man is looking, her man looking at us crazy like, what you like y'all better not say nothing, man. Hey, dog, get your girl, bro.
Man, that ain't nobody's gal. That's she for the streets.
She for the streets.
He written her tonight.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's his riddle.
And she for the she for the streets, the alleys, the sewer.
She already been ran through. And
She every goddamn thing.
She was chopping screw and she got that nigga acting like, you know, she just top notch.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what to do. That's fine.
Built like a Oompa Loompa.
But everything is going to affect, like everything is about to be affected over here in America, man. Prices going up. The elders and brothers were saying it earlier, man. Everything is going up except people wages, man. You see what you getting paid an hour of your time, of your life every day to go and make Jeff Bezos rich.
Yeah.
You see? Why these niggas just blowing money, and diving and swimming like they swimming through gold like fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, niggas chilling, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, the wing, but all this shit. Look at. Once this motherfucking food start getting taken out you niggas' mouth, then you gonna see shit real, man.
Yep.
Then but Jay always, you know, like Jay do a crime and go to jail, then he get to jail. Now he want to turn life over to God.
Yeah.
That's how Jay gonna be. When shit get crazy, I'm telling you how Jay go to prayer. They want to pray now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, nigga, your whole family, your circle, been telling you to quit doing this shit. You get there so when Jay can't get no food, then they want to come out here to the man of the Lord.
Yeah.
But the Lord gonna put us off the street though.
Right.
We ain't gonna be out here doing that time while y'all here trying to get some advice now. Hell no.
Hey, I got something for you, Amos 6:1 in the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem?
Man, now
See?
people have been lounging over here, man. You see? Jake chilling, man. You know, just like that's why, just like Jake was chilling in Egypt. Hey, that's why when shit got hard, when the Lord and they was in the wilderness, niggas wanted to go back. See, Jake don't want to go through shit like the elder was saying, man. You know?
You go through it, you get to it.
Man, that's the only way. It tells you that in what, 2 Esdras 7. It says, roughly paraphrasing, you got to go through that straight gate. If you were promised inheritance, the only way you can get it is going through that path, man.
I got something for you. I got some more for you. What sorrow awaits you who lounge in luxury in Jerusalem, and you who feel secure in Samaria?
Man, you see, a lot of our people, they feel secure in this place, man. Trusting in the shadow of Egypt, of Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? But really, that's about to be their shame. That scripture is about to come to pass once again, man. You see, it happened back then during the time of our people. It's gonna happen again with this new Pharaoh, man.
That's right.
You see, thinking that America is gonna save them, man. Thinking that these politicians and these particular rulers are gonna save them, man. No, you about to find out the hard way.
How you gonna be saved when the people that came over here conquered your people and taught them their language and basically destroyed them either by diseases or by the sword?
Right, man. Right.
You know?
You think you'll be delivered when we saying all these things that's about to happen? Food shortage, grinding is about to cease, it says in Ecclesiastes 12. Who do you think the first one is that we got to get rid of to keep the food going? To help
right.
sustain life.
Hey, the brother said jobs are being taken away. I had shared a video on Instagram today. They got a goddamn robot playing soccer, and the ball went over, and the dude kicked it. That motherfucker was about to motherfucker swung on him. And the dude, you know what I'm saying?
The robot swung on him?
The robot swung on the nigga like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that shows you they got all these goddamn robots doing all kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Soon, hey, these fucking soccer players, these basketball players, they ain't gonna have no fucking job, man. See, because these goddamn robots gonna be playing basketball. Nigga gonna be betting on robots.
Nigga shoot from the other end of the court.
Right.
They gonna have Jaheim 5000.
Right. They got a pro.
Braid.
Right. Damn.
And artificial Iverson.
Right.
Yeah.
AI, damn. That's the real.
Literally.
Right, literally.
I'm still in the middle of verse 1, Amos 6:1. You are famous and popular in Israel, and people go to you for help, but go over to Kalni and see what happened there. Then go to the great city of Hamath and down to the Philistine city of Gath. You are no better than they were. And look at how they were destroyed. You push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer.
They don't want to face the reality. They keep pushing out their mind. No, don't talk over. Hey, prophesy to us smooth things. Prophesy deceit looking ass. You know? But by you ignoring that, it's coming closer to your ass. Little do you know it, man.
And they stop scriptures goes into how they'll be willingly ignorant, right? To act like they don't know, but they really do know.
Right.
So that's why people start to listen to the prophets even more, because they seeing it like, man, shit is happening, right? Shit is getting worse, and it's like they really hope it don't come, but in the back of their mind they know it's coming.
Right.
Right? Because it been so long that nothing's been happening. They thought like, oh, Lord, I forgot about it. Nah.
Right.
Now Lord's showing up, and he's really getting ready to show out for real.
Yep.
Well, back to it. It says, verse 2, but go over to Kalni and see what happened there. Then go to the great city of Hamath, and down to the Philistine city of Gath. You are no better than they were, and look at how they were destroyed.
Yeah, man, because there was war before the Assyrians, came in and ultimately took over Samaria, right? You had the Syrians, without the A, Syria, or Damascus, right? Those people, were warring against Samaria, all right, and the Lord preserved them for a time, because Israel, when I say Israel, I mean the northern and southern kingdom, they still had trade agreements and certain benefits and jurisdiction over other lands, all right, for a period of time after Solomon, because remember the 40 years of peace, right? So Israel was, when I say Israel, Samaria, the northern tribes, they were basically swagged up. You know what I mean? They was, trying to put the southern kingdom in captivity, like they was, going crazy. You know what I mean?
And it started with Rehoboam or Jeroboam? Which one had the northern kingdom?
Jeroboam was.
So he the one had to be. So he started with the be between the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. He started with him.
Rehoboam started the beef.
Yeah.
But Jeroboam, he ended it.
Right.
In a nutshell.
Judas. Yeah, right. The water. Yeah.
Because Rehoboam was alive during King Solomon, and when you read about Rehoboam, the first time it mentions him, it talks about
Jeroboam is his son.
Yeah.
Jeroboam, it says he was an industrious, individual. Jeroboam was alive during King Solomon's reign, and he basically fled, I believe, into Egypt. Okay, and then once King Solomon died, Jeroboam came back. Okay, and
because Solomon was trying to get Jeroboam. He was trying to get him 100 down.
Yep.
And that ignited that animosity between the northern tribe and southern tribe. Yep. But when Rehoboam came in and started putting heavily taxes on the northern tribe, they was like, you know what, we're just gonna break off.
Yep.
That story is something, boy.
There's some more to this. Yeah. Verse 4. How terrible, verse 3. Amos 6:3. You push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer. How terrible for you who sprawl on ivory beds and lounge on your couches, eating the meat of tender lambs from the flock of the choice calves fattened in the stall. You sing trivial songs to the sound of the harp and fancy yourselves to be great musicians like David.
Damn, that's how comfortable Jake is.
Yep. So anybody can speak on it, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, can you read the top
That
part?
top-
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Verse 4. How terrible for you who sprawl on ivory beds and lounge on your couches, eat the meat of the tender lambs from these flocks and of choice calves fattened in the stall. You sing trivial songs to the sound of the harp and fancy yourselves to be great musicians like David.
Exactly. So what's up with the English for you that's pretty much set on your leaves, as it says in Zephaniah 1 and 2, right? You be said how the Lord gonna come visit you with a candle, those that are set on your leaves. Talking about Jake, ultimately. Right, the main ones chilling here is Jake, even though Micah 2 and 10 tells you not to do it because it's gonna destroy you and pollute you and destroy you. And I think it was another part that you said in there that went into pretty much how you try to put off the day, but you only bring it closer.
Yeah.
Made me think about Romans, how you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Right? You thinking that you gonna try to push Esau thinking that they can push prophecy back when ultimately they ain't doing nothing but speeding it up and making it closer.
Amos 6:3. You push away every thought of coming disaster, but your actions only bring the day of judgment closer.
Exactly, man. So you push away every thought of the coming disaster. Because Esau, they be watching. Like they watch the prophets and they with what we saying, they look into these things. They be like, oh shit.
Right.
And then guess what? They're gonna try to do some things to push it off. But what it does nothing but bring it closer. Right? They done mess around, made a move thinking that, oh, this shit gonna work. No, you done brought it like 10 times closer, man. Right? So y'all can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, man. Your end is it's inevitable. That's what it is. It's inevitable. There ain't nothing you can do. Right? So all you can do is get like the buzz, like get your last little hoorah, do live it up because y'all time is coming to an end and you're beginning to see it. Right? Esau already getting exposed. Right? The beast. They don't hate you. They starting to hate America, the whore.
Yeah.
Right? It's shit that's gonna continue to get worse. Don't expect shit to get better. Right? And if you think it is, man, you finna, like I said, you finna get a dose of reality. You ain't finna, price is finna go up, food going up. Right? People ain't gonna be able to live comfortably no more. Right? That's all I have to say.
That's right. Hey, and 2/3 of our people, they're in that mindset too, right? Of being comfortable in this kingdom here. Now, this is speaking about the northern tribes. Northern tribes making money, man.
Oh yeah.
They got their construction site businesses. They got the lawn care business. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you got enough equipment and you get a contract, hey man, you can do substantially well.
Man, you can make oh yeah.
You can make some money, man.
Yeah, the food down there, Florida, Miami, that area, that's like a hub. Well, that's like the central trading hub for Latin America. That's why they're so damn proud down there.
See, you just said that, Mike. They know.
They know.
See? All right.
They got something.
You look at like Jake, we were talking about like the Northern Kingdom, when they had him, Northern Kingdom, like you said, he is hired, he works, and like you say, going into like Issachar, and these other different northern tribes, they work and they make money. They make money. They provide for their families. Like going to the ivory beds, they're comfortable. You go into like ivory beds and the things that was said in Amos 6, that's kind of like a life of luxury. Shit, ivory beds are comfortable, expensive. You chilling. You don't want that to end, so you put, hey, the Lord is far in the back of your mind. That's the thing. You ain't thinking about the Lord. You thinking about how can I make this money? What can I do to provide? I'm chilling. Right. Just like the time of Egypt. You had when we left out of Egypt, hey, you had some Jake that was living good.
That's what I was holding.
Yeah, go.
Because Jake is praying that this place continuing for it to get better. You praying against the Lord's prophecy, man. You going against the Lord. The Lord here, he coming to restore this place, but Jake is praying that this place go on.
That's right.
So you really, mad at the Lord. He about to bring destruction to this place.
People talking about they believe in the Messiah so much, but you don't want the will of the Messiah.
Right.
You want to live
That's
good. You want to live comfortably here in Babylon the Great. Right? So the Most High is going to take you out of there, man. Hey, it says in your Bible that you can't serve God and mammon.
Yeah.
But people associate, basically prosperity with salvation, with godliness, man. It's gonna be to their detriment, especially the tribes.
That's what Christianity did, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Christianity is a strong ass drug, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, what you said in Corinthians where the turn down the stronghold, Christianity is a strong ass hold on especially our people, man. They don't, you heard the dude, Christ is king, just walk by, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to let go of that idol, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They love that dude. They associate to that, more, they feel like, and that's why they're so caught up on the so-called white man, man.
Yep.
Because they feel closer related to him than us, you know what I'm saying?
Someone with arms. There's a lot of terrorism.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of them.
Spaniards, a lot of
I feel like
Spaniards.
truly, a lot of them down, especially in San Antonio, a lot of them
What the Spaniards, man?
Spaniards, man.
That's why that city is so bland.
Yep.
Right.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Colorism is very bad in Latin America because a lot of them,
Damn, that makes sense.
after these various countries in South and Central America, when they
What you call it here,
when they were able to get
with this little pimp squeak ass nigga.
freedom, if you will, right from Spain and those various countries, they was actually the Edomites that were over here. They was like, okay, you guys come over here. We gonna actually pay you to come over here, right? And they were actually breeding out the true northern tribe, and that's why Argentina is so white. Chile, right? And again, classism is bad out there, bro. You got light skin El Salvador, you got dark skin. It look more like, okay, that's the real Lorazzo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't go off of skin color per se. It's about the spirit of the person. And some of the Spaniards were actually gay. That's why a lot of them that's why in Latin America, they received somewhat of a different captivity. They were amalgamated into the Spaniard custom. That's why they're so big on, quinceañera. All that shit come from basically Esau. Yeah. Versus here in North America, Judah endured a neo-caste system.
Yep.
Right, that was based off of your skin color. Yep. Right, and you can see, like hints of that in Brazil. That's why they have like 5 different categories of race out there.
Walking that nigga.
Okay, and a lot of those people that mix with Edomites. You know what I'm saying? But even still, the ones over there might look lighter. They're in fact Israelites. They're living good, bro. They ain't thinking about the Most High. They're thinking about Christ is king and getting paper. Like the Quran that you brought out. I got Amos 6:6. You drink wine by the woeful and perfume yourself with fragrant lotions, Bath and Body Works. You care nothing about the ruin of your nation. Verse 7, therefore you will be the first to be led away as captives. Suddenly all the parties will end.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 17. That happened, man. That happened in history. Israel was utterly taken out and replaced to the point where they called them Samaritans. Individuals that claim to be the Sumerians, or the individuals of Samaria. All right, that was actually implanted. All right,
something ain't right.
And that's funny. We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz. Apostle Hart did a video. I think it was yesterday or the day before, going into how we believe that that the Strait of Hormuz is what the northern tribe used to flee from the Assyrian Empire. Whenever the Lord allowed the northern kingdom to go. All right, we'll talk about that in second Ezra 13. All right, to go into Arsarith or North and South America, right? Which none of that stuff. Esau don't teach none of that stuff. He try to tell you that 100,000 years ago, niggas crossed through Russia and Alaska and came down and all that bullshit. No, they're straight.
Ice breeze.
Yeah.
He walk by. Damn, it's a breeze.
Yeah.
He didn't walk.
You know what I mean?
You don't know where that shit goes.
Right.
He saw the world like he tell you, like you say, we grew up thinking Christopher Columbus came to America. We like, he discovered it.
Man,
Then we read about it. He got all type of Native Americans here. Yeah. But he discovered it, but we weren't thinking that.
that spell, that damn that spell, Christian, all that shit. They had us. We was drunk.
Hey, in that movie that was famous, I forget the actor name. He was French. He played Christopher Columbus, 1492. He uses second edge in the 13 chapters. Like, look, I would tell you what's at. It's in the Bible. They let you know right there. They knew that these people over here were the Israelites, bro. And they did all types of wicked shit to them, bro. Barbarous.
And don't St. Elmo's fire, like, don't that go into how the chariots let them
up, yeah.
Amen, boy. I got a quick prophecy scripture. Daniel 7:8. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
America.
Right, which is America, man.
America.
So America was the nation that was predestined to have the vast majority of Israelites within it, to be on the last captivity. Okay.
Yep.
The last captivity, basically the Roman Empire revamped. Right. You know, which this chapter talks about.
Right, which came out of what? French, the Spanish, and the British. Right, and then sprouted what? And Little Horn, which you see now.
You see, specifically from the British, that little horn came out from the British Empire, and like the elder said, well, I'll finish the verse. Right, it says, it says, I considered the horns, Daniel 7:8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them, okay, another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. All right, like we just went into. All right, the British, the French, and the Spanish. Okay, because those are 3 out of the 7 heads or the 10 horns. Okay, that Babylon the Great had to basically subdue in order to become the nation that it is today. All right, and so it says, continuing on, it says, and behold, in this horn, Slakia, were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. That's right. Okay, you know, the boasting that he does against the Most High. All right, the philosophies that he pushes. Okay, basically, everything that he does is speaking against Yahweh Shai. Okay, putting back in the Amalekites, saying that they're the true people. You know, putting Israel in slave, hardcore bondage, northern men, southern kingdom. Talking about manifest destiny from Atlantic Ocean to Pacific Ocean. We gotta have it all.
Right.
Right. His desire is as hell, man. Yeah, come on.
BB, not a Jew. Yeah, he I don't know if he actually said it, but they were saying he said that basically it's going to bring back the Messiah. Yep. But the thing is, those small heads over there, they don't believe in the Messiah.
Hell, right? No. People was getting on him about something. Either his AI agent or whether it was him or whoever said, supposedly him, right? Talking about, there's no difference between Jesus and Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Because Genghis Khan, he won through violence. He said, unfortunately, there's no difference between Jesus and Genghis Khan. That demonic voice he got.
People all twisted.
Through his violence, we basically overcome.
Yeah. And if we don't, so he's saying that. So if we don't retaliate, we're gonna end up basically like slain, like how how Jesus was slain. We gotta be like Genghis Khan. We gotta fight against it. And then we got to fight against these barbarians.
And where are you Christians at to basically break down what's going on right now?
Right.
All this praying for Trump and things of that nature. Okay, prophetically speaking, what's going on here, man? It seems like Christians are more worried about us and what we got going on in our awakening versus them actually dividing the word and truth. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Vocab Malone been hella quiet.
Ain't been saying nothing.
Vocab Malone is he's just trying to prove how superior Christianity is. If you're superior, you shouldn't have to prove that you're superior. You should just be.
Right.
If I would go to the gym with Michael Jordan in his prime, right? I'm talking about the basketball gym, and he in there balling. He don't have to prove to me that he's superior to me when it comes to basketball. Right. I'm a peon today. You know? I come to like, let me guard you.
Blow you out.
Blow you out the way. He wouldn't be giving me the ball to defend. I got to defend this. Break it, you know what I'm saying? Study a film about me. Oh my God. Like, no. He wouldn't have to do that, bro. Same thing with you Christians. If you got the answer, you should be giving like breakdowns of what's going on, bro.
Yep.
But you watch these Christians, all they doing is inside fighting and debating one another.
Yeah.
Right? You got people still out there debating about the Trinity. It's like, okay, bro, we get the Trinity. What about prophecy?
Man, we past that. We way past that.
You know?
Real.
There's no prophesying going on. They're not giving understanding on, okay, the situation that's going on over there in Israel. They're calling those people the chosen people, yet they don't believe in the Messiah. So how does that work? Right? How do they get into that land, you know what I'm saying, without the Messiah? Doesn't it say when they get in the land that freedom should be flourishing on the face of the earth? We should be coming, if they're the Israelites, we should be coming to them for answers like, okay, how do we live?
Yep.
Right.
And that's not happening. That place is riddled with, you know, PDF files. Hell, Epstein was a small hat, bro.
Yeah.
Operated over there, one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. But people don't talk about that. Like, he was a small hat. It's more than likely he worked for Mossad, right? Which is the Jewish equivalent of the CIA, right? Doing all types of freaky shit with different politicians around the world. What we doing here? What's the outcry and what's the breakdown? Right?
Man.
If you got the name of the Heavenly Father, right, you shouldn't have the understanding of these scriptures, bro. Right. But when it comes to prophecy, these Christians are silent. They're not giving any answers. Yeah. They're played out. The black church, all you doing is asking for fucking money. Every day, people are getting exposed. These churches are getting exposed. Pastors asking for $1,000 each. Come up here right now. Give me your deed. Literally, somebody said that. Give me your mortgage, tax refund. You want to be a billionaire, don't you? Say, hey, you got sold
10,000.
You got sold 10,000
right now. So
come on now, I'm feeling somebody got it. I told you practically begging. Like, damn, nigga.
And you people still believe that shit, man. Golly, boy, that's.
And all people are doing is just making fun of it. Like, you know, I listen to radio at work. All they do, you know, you got Ricky Smiley, suspect ass. All they do is just make fun of it. You know, these pastors be tripping. But this guy must be this big ass Christian.
Right.
Everybody think it's a joke, and some serious times are coming on, man.
Right. Yep.
Like, it's serious. Like, serious times are happening. Where's your answers, man? Vocab alone, okay, you don't believe in us. You think we're just crazy cult. Why don't you explain that there is a substantial amount of white supremacists in your denomination? I'm talking about Calvinists, bro. Nobody's talking about that.
Right. Shit, where Babylon the Great at? Well, you know what I'm saying? Go like, what are prophecies? If you don't believe us, nigga, where your answers to the prophecies, man?
Starting to buck up.
Yeah, he
Should kick that motherfucker over, man. All the little French fries. All the French fries and tater tots come in here.
Kick that bitch over.
Kick that motherfucker over and get your fuck ass.
Getting roguish, ain't it?
Kick that motherfucker over, all kind of fries come out that motherfucker.
This is
Can I make a point real quick about the small hats?
yeah.
Please bring it up. When you deal with prophecy for you Christians, vocab alone too. The scriptures say when the real people are back in the land, there ain't gonna be no more war, man. You know what I'm saying? It's war happening right now over there, bro.
Right.
In the land. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I wanted to grab this right quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 36. I'm gonna read verse 2 and I'm gonna jump down to the point of verse 5. Ezekiel 36 and 2, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Shai power, because the enemy has said against you, aha," which is, they say that to this very day.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy showed you that in Coming to America when he was playing that Ish dude.
Small hat,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It says, "Even the ancient high places are ours in possession." And that's everything that belongs to us, man. They're in our land, which have our heritage. You know what I'm saying? That represents the ancient high places, man. You know? I'm gonna jump down to 5 real quick. Here's the point. It says, verse 5, Ezekiel 36 and 5. "Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shai power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen." So we're dealing with heathen here, man. It says, "And against all Idumea," Greek term for Edom, man. It says, "which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their hearts, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey." So it's letting you know it's heathen in the land that have possession of the land. Idumea, to be more specific and on the point of it, which is a Greek term for Edom, man. They have the land in their possession. So those so-called, those pale males over there, like, you know, to coin the phrase of the beloved Elder Malcolm, you know, those pale males over there, man, you know, they don't fit the prophecies, man. As a matter of fact, well, they fit this one. This one is the one they do fit. Edom has possession of the land, man.
Right.
You know, not the righteous, real, true, biblical Hebrew Israelites, which are consist of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, of course, the scattered seed that may not come looking like the average Israelite, man. You know, but they have the spirit of the Israelite.
If there was the people, why this war?
Right.
And on top of that, why they power ain't come down to like deliver them?
Right.
When they're talking about building the third temple again
Right.
and all this madness, right? But they've been talking about that for decades. They never did it, you know?
Yeah.
But even if they did, you know what I mean, it wouldn't be, but like, there's constant war over there.
Yeah, they built a third temple to get that bad boy blew up.
Yeah.
On top of that, all kind of abomination could be going on in the goddamn temple. You're looking at the temple right now.
The temple is
The
being
spiritual
built.
one, man.
That's it.
You know?
Spiritual.
That's what Yahweh Shai was talking about.
Right.
The spiritual temple.
I appreciate it. All right, this is Psalms 50 and verse 16. It says, "But unto the wicked, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Done.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth." So who's the wicked? Right? In Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The devil is self-proclaimed white man, Esau. Okay, he's the one that's declaring the statutes of the Lord, acting as if he is of the nation of Israel. Okay? Even to the point where you got other Edomites like Tucker Carlson challenging, what was the dude, the Mike Huckabee, right? Which is supposed to be the, ambassador for Israel, you know, about the origin of, you know, their claims. Well, why is it, he was asking them, like, why is it that you guys are claiming to be the biblical the biblical Israelites, all right, when there's no way to prove that. Okay? Now, yeah, you can identify as Israeli, but he was asking what constitutes you as descending from those people. And there was no answer. Okay? There was no answer that Mike Huckabee could provide. All right? So Esau, you know, obviously we know he's an imposter, man. Okay? Any nation, he'll claim identify as any nation other than his own. All right? Because why the scripture say he's a Cain was what? A fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. A fugitive and a vagabond, that's a criminal that has yet to serve his sentence. Okay? So like Revelation, the 18th chapter talks about, all right, the sins are stacked up to heaven, man. He's gonna have to pay that tab. Okay? And all the interest, all the extra, the dregs, all right, of that cup, you're gonna have to drink it, man.
He gonna pay that tab double.
Right.
Going to verse 6, the very next verse.
Yeah.
Lord already put gratuity on and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
And that started back in the day until now. That's how your sins been built up.
Right.
Back then and then during the Renaissance period. So your sins is stacked up to the heavens, man.
Shit, even the Grecian Empire, Roman Empire.
Yep.
Psalms 137.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even during the time of Exodus. All right, Esau he's been doomed since day one.
Really.
All right, so when you understand that that's Cain coming back in the reincarnation, he's the one that has to bear that curse.
That's why he marked them.
Right.
That
mark is the mark of leprosy, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking Harry Potter scar that you can hide under a little bang that you got. Nah. Okay. He's a clean leper. All right. And he's basically tried to mingle his seed with everybody to make, leprosy look normal.
Right. Hair out ass. Yep.
He's also been doomed from the jump because the Lord gave him a blessing of the sword. And Yahushua even said it, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's a trick bag, man. He's been doomed from jump.
You see it right now. You see it playing out. With the whole Trump administration, Esau thought that all he had to do was just go in there and kill, the Supreme Leader, and scare them with killing those children. Yep. And that didn't do anything but galvanize, the Iranian people to band together even more so. Right? So now he's engaged in a war that he wasn't ready for.
Right.
Yep.
Esau Edom, he had his mindset on, a very short war that was gonna last for a week.
Right.
He didn't factor in that this could last for a month, and I dare say years.
Right.
Because with that Strait of Hormuz being closed, they're gonna have to fight to get that bitch open, brothers.
Yep.
And when you send troops over there, and you have certain ex-military experts like Larry Johnson, Scott Ritter, they say, man, 25,000 ain't gonna get it. You need 250,000 as a way to penetrate Iran.
That terrain and things like that.
Yep.
Another military expert said,
No, it didn't.
he's thinking he's finna send all these Marines and these certain experts or these, what they call them, the high military guys over there just to make sure everything is just straight and look around. No, they getting ready to put more troops on the ground. They finna really get into it. They said war really starts when you get troops on the ground.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can. I'm sorry.
No,
That's the only way. That's the only way that you're able to actually take over an area.
Right. Yeah.
By putting boots on the ground.
Yeah.
You have to occupy it. Right.
When them boots gonna be left on the ground, they gonna be left on the ground.
I mean, they announcing that they're sending people over there. It's like, do you want these people to get killed?
Hey, you need about 1 million troops, so 500 to 1 million.
With you guys, man.
Nope.
You just we got to send people over there.
It's
They
one.
don't get the fucking intel and bond these people before they even able to touch the terrain, bro.
Immediately.
The one guy we're listening to, he talking about sending 15,000 troops. You gotta have at least 500 to 1 million to go there, man. You can't go to no 20,000 troops, man.
And America doesn't have that.
Nope.
People. First of all, the average American male, that nigga's a metrosexual.
Him.
That nigga wants to be cute.
Them.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna get caught up in the draft.
You know? He want to be cute. Yeah, that nigga TikTok dancing with his friends. You know what I'm saying? Got veins over his eyes and shit. You know, they're not ready for war.
No, sir.
They're too busy into themselves.
This generation is different.
So they're going to full-born the fight. Hey, can we get that in Jeremiah?
If I can ask one.
Go ahead, brother.
Jake really, when they sign up for the military, they signing up because they want this car or they got some
Benefits,
scholarship.
scholarship.
Yeah, scholarships to pay for, and they try to pay bills, man. They seen it as an easy come up.
Right.
Not understanding and knowing that you basically becoming a sacrifice for your country, man. You signed up to be a sacrifice.
It ain't
Whether you
even
do that or not.
It ain't even your country.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, go over there and fight for this country. Come over here and get called a nigga.
Right.
What's that?
Jeremiah 51 and 30.
Let me see what's up in the GNT. 51 and 30.
People, and that's why, people aren't getting into the military. There's a need for people to enter into the military. That's why there's going to be a draft. And America, so they're desperate. They're even, boiling over the thought of drafting women. What country allow your woman to fight in fucking war, man? It's a lot of, but you know what? See their ass over there. A lot of you females that studs, shit like that. You so big and bad, get your big ass up and go over there, man.
Bad and bougie, huh? All right.
Yeah, more like bad and bloated.
Right.
Go ahead, dog.
You got it. Oh, you got
Jeremiah 51 and 30 says, the mighty man of Babylon have forborne to fight.
That's right. The mighty man of Babylon have forborne to fight. Right?
They got that shit from Southern Kingdom too. When black women started rapping, that's when they started doing it. They used to be singing, now it's just rapping.
Whatever the Southern tribe do, the Northern tribe does.
Mimic that shit, yeah.
Whatever the so-called Southern tribe does, the so-called Negro, the Latinos follow suit. Right? Hell, samba, salsa, all that came from Negroes, man.
Ooh, I hate that shit. Yeah. Stick to singing, man. Shit. They can sing.
But that's why Judah had to be awakened first in this knowledge. Because they gonna follow suit.
to set the standard.
Right.
Yeah,
Jacob, the Northern tribe follow everything, but when it comes to this truth, you act like you don't know what's going on. Now all of a sudden you don't speak English.
Right.
Jesus.
It's okay. The Lord got the word going out in Spanish.
Different Spanish.
But
No excuse.
that's why the main deliverance is gonna happen is gonna be here in Babylon the Great. Because I used to wonder, like, damn, like you got billions of people, you know what I mean, in South America, excuse me. You got more people in South America than you do North America. You add the population up, like in Brazil and all that, there's more people in South America than North America. And that's known for the Latin world, but the majority of the salvation is gonna come out of here, Babylon the Great. And after, Yahweh Shah come back, there's gonna be a purging of the rebels. Anybody that don't want to get right with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, after they see the destruction of Babylon, and you still don't.
Right. When something's gonna be like Jesus.
Right. So